go. Here we go. Here we go. We ain't even gonna waste no time today. Fullest Corner Podcast. Y'all, we want to welcome y'all back in. How you doing today, love?
Good. How are you?
I'm blessed of the Lord. I had to leave our little Bible study a little earlier so we can do the episode. I love your shirt.
I love yours.
Yes.
Is my
These
my
are
leg
new.
in the way?
Yeah, won't you? Yeah. Yeah. We trying to get it together, y'all. You know, we got some things working in the mix. Just dabbling with little here, little something here, little something there, you know. So hopefully maybe first quarter 2024, we actually have a place for you guys to go and get this stuff. It's just we live a very busy life, and not to make any excuses, but you know, we gotta make sure everything is right. But I must say, these are these are really nice.
Because ain't no half stepping. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it right.
Absolutely. Yours is almost near perfect, but I messed up. I designed that. Well, I ain't really designed it. I did it on camera. Ain't nothing crazy. But I just messed up. I made the your and the, it's supposed to be on a black shirt, kind of like mine. So that your and if y'all can see that on the camera, it's supposed to be popping, you know, on the black shirt. But I couldn't find a black shirt that, you know, at the store that I was at. But yeah, man, we coming.
It's gonna work.
And we only messing with premium blends, no 100% cotton.
No.
That
If it's something we not gonna wear, we ain't gonna try to put nobody else in it.
Absolutely.
And we don't do that 100% cotton, especially for women, because I know, no.
Yeah, that ain't it.
No.
That's like one of them like things that you kind of have to leave in your younger days is wearing, you know what I'm saying? Just
stuff
whatever.
Just to be wearing it, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's certain things that I don't wear. A lot of my friends give me slack about this, but I don't wear Vans. Like I think that's like a kid shoe. You know what I'm saying?
And at 33, if I'm not comfortable, I'm not wearing it. Like
yeah,
that's first and foremost. If
Vans
I'm not
is like
comfortable,
custodian shoes.
And I had some Vans that I wore, you know, but I.
No disrespect. It just me. That's just one of them weird things with me.
And for me, they're just not comfortable anymore.
Yeah.
Like
they're like that's my height. I remember like I was a stoner wearing freaking Vans, bro. You know, it just bring back memories to being
yes, because you did.
Yeah, we still broke, but when we was broke. You understand what I'm talking about? Like,
look, because you can go
I
get
don't
some
even want to
Vans
think about it.
and be able to get 2 or 3 pair at one time.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, they had the 2 first now. Now Vans, what is Vans like? You might as well get some Air Forces. If you gonna get some Vans, hell, like
they didn't went up?
Everything is up. Like ain't nothing. You could get Chuck Taylors for $40. These kids probably don't even know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is up, man. And what tripped me out is there's no distinction. Like when I went and got Desi's, that's my my younger brother's son, my nephew, Desi, for his birthday, I got him some Crocs. Mm-hmm. Tell me why they was on sale and they was $30. This boy wear a 3T or something like that. They was $30. I go over to the men's sections to see my size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They regular like $44. Some of them was on sale for $35.
There's no way they should be that close in price.
I'm like,
his foot is this big.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
Like this stuff is, everything is up.
That's why I don't like shopping. I just, because everything is too expensive and it don't make no sense.
And then online is just so convenient now because like look at Amazon, man. They you buy something, you send it back, you get your money back, no hassles, no, you know what I'm saying, no none of that.
You ain't got to deal with no crowd.
Nah, you take it up to the UPS store and you done with it.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, everything is up. But yeah, some things I just kind of feel like, straight cotton is just, it's out of there, man.
It's not comfortable and it don't look good on.
It don't stretch.
It don't. Ooh.
It shrink. You know what I'm saying? Like it fades easier.
Yeah.
It just ain't it.
No.
Point blank. Period.
Look, if it's comfortable for you, hey, you do you, boo. But no. I don't understand how it could be.
Yeah, it's definitely something else. It's definitely something else. Today, we're gonna have us kind of a long one today. Well, at least we're gonna try to make it long. Today, I wanted to talk about the opposite of what we've been talking about the past 2 episodes, which is, the absent fathers, deadbeat dads, whatever you want to call it.
Deadbeat mamas.
Yeah, deadbeat mamas. It's all in the same. Y'all all in the same. No disrespect. Well, yeah, it is kind of disrespect.
Yeah.
But y'all all in the same boat. But hey, we forgive y'all. It is what it is. It's over. But I wanted to talk about some of the women because we got a little bit of feedback, just a little bit of feedback of some of our male viewers. We appreciate y'all for viewing, by the way. If y'all don't mind, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Continue to comment.
Yeah,
all of that.
We only here to put out the good, man. We have real conversations about real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just a side note too. This guy I watch, his name is what's his name? Ian, the master investor. He had a snippet on Instagram and he said, I want to hear more podcasts and conversations about how to stay married, how to avoid cheating, how to, you know what I'm saying, be a better father, be a better this, better that. Hey, Ian, look no further, brother. We right here.
We
right
got
here.
you. We
got you. We in your face, man. We right here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we want to have a conversation about some of these guys who are getting the short end of the stick, if you will. They're paying the child support. They let it be known from the jump or whatever, divorce, whatever. I don't want to be with you. I just want to be there for my kid. They paying the child support. They doing everything they need to do. Blase. We're going to talk about those guys who do those things and still don't get to see their kids.
Yeah.
Because it's a conversation that needs to be had. I feel like it's not a lot of them, if you ask my personal opinion, but they are out there.
Yeah. No, it definitely happens because you have those bitter baby mamas or bitter baby daddies.
Bitter.
That is a thing. You have the angry birds that just cannot let things go. If that man or that woman does not want to be with you, that's what it is. That has nothing to do with y'all's children. Keyword, y'all's children. So, and I can say because one of our splits was after we had both of our kids.
Yo, we have experience in this.
Yes. So I'm not speaking on it because I had friends or whatever. I know because I was there for a minute.
Yeah.
So I went through that. I was like, okay, this man gonna come get his kids, and what can I do but let them go?
You bring up an interesting point too, because the bond that you had, let's say you were with the girl or whatever, or y'all were in a good place at one point. Let's say y'all wasn't together or were together, whatever. The bond that you had before is definitely got a lot to do with what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I feel like our bond was good. My kids' bond, of course. So it made it easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe that's a pointer for some of you guys.
You have that foundation.
Yeah, the foundation is, I ain't gonna say it's built because it was broke down, but there is something left there to kind of work with.
Because for a woman, now it's some, they be so bitter and angry that they don't even think about consider their kids. But I'm like, okay, I can't keep my kids, our kids, away from him, regardless of whatever, because that wouldn't just be hurting him if I'm trying to be spiteful, which I wasn't, but that would also be that would hurt them.
Yeah.
I was one of those where I was like, I don't want my kids around some other chick. I was one of those, especially some chick I don't know. I was one of those. But again, I had to put my feelings aside and think about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So did it suck? Because we weren't in a good place. Yes. To see him when we exchanged the kids. Yes. Did it suck because I didn't know what the situation was when they left? Yes. But again, why would I keep them away from each other? Because they wanted to see their dad. They needed to see their dad. They deserved to see their dad. And he did the same, you know? And they were smaller at the time. So, especially with us having a boy and a girl, they need to be around their dad. They need to, regardless of what mind frame I'm in or whatever space we're in, they need to be around their dad. And then eventually it got to the point where it's like, look, come get him. Because I need a break.
Absolutely. And we're going to get
when you coming.
We're going to get into that part of it, that part literally. But I wanted to add on to that, you know, the thing about it is too, when men, I'm going to defend us real quick. When men are put in these positions to be put on child support, you know, get the bare minimum when it comes to custody and all that kind of stuff, you're literally forced in a position to have to deal with, I don't know who my kid is going to be around. So in saying all that, I say that to say we're forced to do that. So more women should be open to, okay, I'll be cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you don't bark on me. You literally can't bark on me about who I have around the kids. So I'm gonna be fair, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, all right. I'll swallow my pride, and I'll, you know, as long as nothing crazy happen, I'll let it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes to. You're gonna have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the thing.
You can't control what you can't control, you know.
But that's the part with the women, and probably some men. I've never seen just a bitter baby daddy that was withholding kids, but I've seen it as far as women. Like I said, I teeter-tottered on that. But I've seen women that are like, I don't want my kids to go with their dad because I don't want some random chick around my kids. But they got Charles, Keith, and Brandon over here in and out the daggone house. So you can do it, but he can't. And
truth be told, if both y'all is doing that, then don't neither one of y'all need them. Because both y'all ain't no good example as far as, you know, stability.
But it'd be one of them where I can do it. I'm the mama, but he can't do it. No, you're bitter and you're angry. And so that you're just being spiteful and petty, and that's ridiculous because who are you hurting? Your kids.
Absolutely. And to be fair, I would like to think that it might be just a tad bit more easier for a woman to get some attention than a man. So there's even more of a chance that the woman will actually do it versus the man because, you know, it's easier for a chick to go out here and score than it is a dude. I mean, that's common sense, you know.
Yeah.
Common sense will tell you that. But I want to jump back to what you were speaking of about the whole break thing. Now, that part I will never understand. Like, if I was a single dad, if we were still doing the split thing, like, listen here, and let's say I had the custody somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I need a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a break. I got to have a break.
Deserve a break.
Absolutely. And you can only ask your parents and your mama and your auntie and all them to try to watch your kids. You can only do that so much. So who better than their father? Who better than their mother to look after, you know what I'm saying, they child.
Yes.
You know?
Especially if they're willing and wanting to do it. That's the part that we need to focus on. Like, if you have that parent, y'all split, and they are wanting to be in their child's life, why would you not let it?
Yep. I remember that movie. She hate that movie. I watch Snow on the Bluff. You remember at the end when
I don't know if we can call that a movie.
That's definitely a movie. Go check it out, man, if y'all ever get a chance. It's it's so real. It's so close to being real that you'll think it's real. But anyway, at the end of the movie, Curtis Snow is the main character. At the end of the movie, his baby mama, or whatever you want to call her, she came to him and she was like, I need you to watch the baby. He was like, watch the baby? Like, man, I got a whole lot going on. He started giving all these excuses, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I need a week. I need a week. And he was like, man, a week? He said, look, I might be able to do a couple days or something. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, all right. And
like, I'll take what I can get.
I'll take what I can get. So what I'm getting at is, you know, for us dudes out here who actually do our part, take care of our responsibilities, support our kids financially, and actually want it, like, how dare a woman keep their babies away from their father? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just bad. When you can go get a break, like you said.
For real. And especially when you have, that parents out there that don't want anything to do with their kids, and you have one that does, and you're choosing to take that away from them. Mm-hmm. Like, that's an evil somebody to do that.
Craziest thing in the world.
You need therapy.
Like, and some of them do all that and neglect their kids still. Yeah. You know, you neglect them. You know what I'm saying? You leave them with anybody else and their mama. You know what I'm saying? But they daddy.
You mistreat the kid because you blame the kid for that man or woman leaving you. Mm-hmm. It's your fault. Your daddy ain't here. It's your fault. Your mama left.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I hate. You know the one I hate. Oh, I hate you. Look like your daddy. Like he could help who you opened your legs up to.
That part. Like, you laid down with him.
Yeah.
You did that. I can control what my face look like.
Let me tell y'all something. It's only one thing in this whole conniption we put ourselves in that will always and forever be 50-50. You shooting your gun and you opening them legs.
Look.
You understand? That's always going to be 50-50.
Yes.
And didn't nobody put a gun to your head and make you do it. Now, you know, I know we got the special situations like.
We ain't talking about y'all.
We was watching The Color Purple yesterday. Y'all forgive me. I never seen The Color Purple. I don't like all that.
33 and he's never.
I don't like all
seen
that.
It.
Like all that slave and beating women and raping kids, and I just don't. I can't rock with it. But I definitely, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? It's real deep.
And I've been watching that since I was a kid. I watched it last night because I'm finna go watch the new one. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a lot. You can learn a lot in that movie.
Oh yeah. I forgot my train of thought. What was we?
Yeah, I don't know why we got on the.
What was we just talking about though?
You blaming the kids for the spouse leaving. That's where we started, and then I don't know. You went somewhere else before you went to The Color Purple.
My bad. that threw me.
I didn't got thrown off.
Yeah, that threw me completely off. It's gonna come back to me. Watch. I promise it's gonna come back to me. But
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's all. Somehow it just brought me to that. Like, I understand some of y'all was forced into these types of things. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
But like for the rest of us, hormones take over, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to pounce on something. You want something to pounce up in you. You understand what I'm talking about? Didn't nobody tell you to do that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I listen, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's the only thing that's gonna be 50-50 in his lifetime. That's guaranteed it's gonna be 50-50. All the rest of it, before and after, who knows? You understand what I'm talking about? But yeah, man.
And don't use your kids as no bargaining tool.
Yeah, as bait.
As bait.
Yeah.
Well, if you gonna come pick him up, what you gonna do for me? What?
It's like old girl on what is it? The Funeral with Ice Cube and Tracy Morgan. Is that what it's called?
Ice Cube went in there.
No, that's the other one. That's with Martin Lawrence. I'm talking about the
First Sunday.
First Sunday, yeah, first
Yeah.
Sunday
I
when
was like, huh?
old girl was like, you know, he gave him $40, which happened to be a significant amount of money at that time, at least to me. But yeah, she was just like, what is this gonna do? Buy some gum or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, it's real out there for some of these fellas. Now, the second half of this conversation, we gonna get into some numbers though. And they ain't really benefiting men, but listen, guys, I'm with y'all. I feel a lot of y'all out there, but it ain't looking good, but I'm with y'all. I'm with you. I know that it's a lot of them that's keeping y'all away, but for the most part, it's us. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly most of us. You know what I'm saying? That we get comfortable. I think that's the thing about it. Even some of us who want to be there and you trying to be there, and I have a close person in my life right now who's, I ain't even gonna say going through this because he's putting himself through this, but he's literally forcing, I shouldn't say forcing, he's creating a habit to basically be away from his kids. You know what I'm saying? He's making it to where, you know what, I'm getting used to this whole not being around them 24/7. It's like a percentage thing, right? Like you start off with them 100% of the time. Next time you see them, it's 89% of the time. Next time you see them, it's 67% of the time. Next time you see them, it's 39% of the time. And it goes all the way to zero for a lot of cats. You know what I'm saying? So even some of us who start off on the right foot, you get used to it.
Yep.
And you accept defeat. That's the thing about it. Y'all got to stop accepting defeat.
Yep. Because remember we said that last episode. Women will take a man to court so quick. Men, you can do the same. If your name is on that birth certificate, you have rights too. You done took that DNA test to prove you are the father. You have rights too. Just like she can take you to court, you can take her to court. Hey, I'm trying to get my child to see them, and she's not letting me. What can we do to rectify this? You can go. Like, I don't understand why people act like they're so scared of that. Like, if you have done everything that you can, sometimes you have to take that next step. You don't want to put the people in your life, but you want to see your kid. So which one are you going to budge on? You going to sacrifice seeing your children, or you going to go ahead and do what you need to do? Like, just go do it.
I completely agree.
Because half these women don't think twice when they go to that courthouse. Why are you?
Yep.
You know?
I completely agree. It's definitely a deal to where you have to take matters into your own hands, because guess what? A good majority of it is going to be out of your hands. So the things that you can put in your hands, you better take advantage of them, and you better be persistent with them. Better be consistent, and you better make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like you have all your, it's just like getting a home. Make sure you got all your paperwork together. Make sure you got your crap together. Make sure you got your 2 years of work history, all that crap.
Ducks
you know
in a row.
Credit good, you know what I'm saying? All that.
Look, save text messages, save voicemails,
receipts,
have your receipts where you got your proof. Hey, look, I got 10 different situations right here where I tried to get my child and she wouldn't let me. Boom.
Yep.
You can't fight with what's in front of their face.
I'll hire a private investigator if you think she on some funny business too.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Do what you got to do. You do your part, so then you got something to cover your behind.
What they say, leave no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You go through and you fight for your right for that child. You understand? If it mean that much to you. If you don't care like most of them dudes, then just be another statistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to define the odds or defy the odds, whatever the hell they call it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, come on. We need more of y'all. We need more of y'all to come out of the woodwork.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going to do the whole marriage thing and all that, we get it. Whatever. You know, everybody ain't for everybody. You know, but at the same time.
Sometimes you realize too late that y'all not right for each other. It happens.
We getting more and more people having babies out of wedlock. I mean, we had ours out of wedlock. You know, it's something that happens. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan for your child because they didn't ask to be here and they need madre and padre.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I want to take a quick break real quick and come back, and I want to get into a few statistics that I found on the internet. You know those Google and internet statistics. They are inaccurate. There is no debating that. You know. But
because I don't know where they be getting these numbers from. Half
absolutely.
The time.
And then they vary state to state. But at the end of the day, guess what? Somebody out there put in some effort. We did not. You did not. So we just gonna go with what they got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sound like a plan? All right. We're going to take a quick break. Go check on these.
Rugrats.
I almost called them.
Rugrats. That's safe.
Rugrats implies that these is basically adults, you know what I'm saying, that we dealing with, that we want to, you know. But anyway,
It's the lady I follow on TikTok. She call them cellmates. My cellmates that I room with.
Yeah. I ain't going to go that far because ain't nobody done or going to do that right there.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
We going to call them roommates. That's what we going to call them. Yeah. These roommates. But anyway, we're going to check on them. We're going to come right back at y'all here in just a second. Check us in a minute. Peace.
Shoot, they was tucked up under the blanket.
All right. So we back. They didn't burn the house down, so we good. So I got some statistics, if you will. We're going back to the drawing board. Y'all know I love sports. I love numbers. I am a connoisseur of numbers. I just love them. You know, when we were doing the podcast, me and one of my homies who I wanted to literally drag like a trailer. You know what I'm saying? We good now, but I did want to drag them like a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like a 4x4.
Men just shouldn't discuss sports. We can have a whole podcast conversation about that.
Yeah, but that's boring. That's like women not discussing drama on the stupid shows that y'all watch.
But when we discuss drama, it usually don't turn into an argument. Y'all be like, it goes from 0 to 1,000 real quick.
But at the same time, y'all talking about women that argue. So it really ain't no difference.
It don't get as aggressive.
I agree. But at the same time, like
y'all get real aggressive.
That's nonsense. That'll never happen.
I know. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that'll never happen. But anyway, yeah, we used to get into it, but I used to stay correcting him on these numbers because he would always just splat out and blurt out stuff that was just inaccurate that I knew in my head. I'm not no mathematician. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't do an algebra problem right now, but listen, them numbers, they stick in my head. But anyway, I just wanted to throw some things out here pertaining to this particular topic. I just named the whole entire page "Bitter Baby Mamas," if you will. Some of it ain't even pertaining to that. It just some numbers, some raw numbers to give y'all some kind of context on some of these issues. This first one comes from UtahDivorce.biz. It was a 2018 study. Females annually average 65% of custody battles, which to me, that was...
I would think it'd be more.
More, yeah. It threw me off a little bit, but mind you, this is annually throughout the entire states. And this is one key component that people need to know. There are 20 states in America that grant 50-50 custody. So you would literally have to know the real stats of how many of these couples actually abide by 50-50. Because let's be honest, 50-50 is literally impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
without stressing the kids out.
Yeah, exactly. Like
how do you...
You can't You can't literally go, what is it, 365? So half of 365, 364, 150 plus 30, 180. What is it, like 100? Well, people say 180 days, but that ain't literally half.
Yeah.
So it literally, that just go to show you it's literally impossible because you can't.
Because you're not going to do, let's say you did 6 months and 6 months. You're not going to do that because they don't need 6 months away from their mama or 6 months away from their daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it has to be like weekends or
it would have to literally
week.
Yeah. I'm going to be technical, but you would have to do, what is it? If my math is off, y'all correct me in the comments, but it'd have to be 182 and a half days. You know what I'm saying?
But
something
it's like how
that.
do you even work that? Like,
how do nobody's doing that.
How do you do that?
So yeah, just that alone is crazy because it's just like there is no such thing as 50-50. Somebody's gonna have the heavy load.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just it is
like
what it is.
Somebody's gonna be Monday through Thursday at most, the other one Friday through Sunday. Which that's still short.
Yeah, and I really honestly, for a man to have their child every weekend is just, that's probably not
realistic.
And I'm not even like most weekends, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, are there men out there to do it? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, stuff comes up. In our area, a lot of guys work weekends, you know what I'm saying? Schedules
or
just don't line up.
Too, for the, y'all that have got this schedule, it works. The mama is like, okay, I want to have my kids on weekends because during the week I'm working. We don't get working and going to school. We don't have that bonding time through the week because there's not enough time in the day. So in the weekends, normally you have it off. I want to be able to spend quality time with my kids.
Absolutely.
Some weekends. I don't want them gone every weekend.
This one guy I listened to, that ignorant brother, his name Brandon Carter. He's a good dude, like as far as giving advice, but he's harsh. But I kind of like it. We all need to get handled a little rough every now and then.
He rough all the time.
Yeah. But one day he was just saying, he was like, man, he was breaking down people's days and how many hours is in a day and how much you should do this, how much you should work, blah blah blah. And he was just like, listen, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, eat with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Do things with your kids so you killing two birds with one stone, because guess what? He was like, your kids don't want to be around you like that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And
they got friends of their own. You got friends of your own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got their own lives. They want to play their video games. And he was so right. Like,
yes.
And you right about that quality time thing. Like, dude, 50-50 is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you think about the actuality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can do that.
And by no means are we saying that these things are going to be easy to figure out.
No,
by no means.
Not.
We know it's not going to be easy, but what in life is?
Nothing.
What in life is easy? So you just got to figure it out and make it work.
Yep. Got to make it work.
The best for you or y'all.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. On that same website, they had a specific stat pertaining to Texas in general. We happen to be in the Lone Star State. Texas, on average, allows about 120 days a year to the father, which that's reasonable. You know, if you're seeing your kid 120 days out of the year, it's not majority, it's not even half, but it's realistic.
Yeah.
You understand? And you know, in some cases, some dads, people may not even realize this, but some of the dads that get to just step in and come, and they're almost like the grandparents that come in and get to spoil their kid and get to have that quality time because they don't get it. And I respect it. I completely respect it, because some of us dads who are there 24/7, it's hard for us to tap into that, because we're so used to the norm, the routine. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's the same way for the women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're used to the norm and the routine and then get up and we got to go to practice and we got to go to church and we got to do this and we got to do that. These guys get to come in, no disrespect, like I said, hey, I'm happy for you. I can never do it because I got to be there every day. I'm a control freak.
Every day.
I got to be there. But yeah, it's just like, they get to kind of come in and spoil, be the grandpa. The not the grandpa, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like just the one that the kid just like.
The fun parent.
Yeah, the fun parent, exactly.
But too, I feel like it shouldn't be that either. Like, it has to be both. Like, I shouldn't have to be the bad guy and you get to be the good guy all the time. Yeah. Just because we're not in the house together. Like,
we know somebody, and I know you know who I'm talking about, that the dad basically just spoils the kid every time he's with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't do that. Like, just don't do that. Like, be the parent, not the friend, because that's what it is. Oh, I'm gonna be your buddy because I don't get to see you all the time. No, you're still a parent. You gonna have to figure that balance out because now she got to deal with what you're creating by being the buddy over here, and she's stuck or he's stuck being the parent all the time, depending on how it's fixed. No,
and that can turn into a reason why a woman don't want their kid to go with their father.
Yes, because you over here trying to be.
Yeah, like you can't really. If I send you, if let's say we doing that, right?
Yeah,
and you sent the kids to me, every time they come back to her, they cussing.
Got an attitude.
They got an attitude. They being disrespectful towards her. You know what I'm saying? They threatening to put their hands on her, all kind of crap. That fall back on me.
Yes.
And if I'm, in your position, it's like I can't have this.
Yeah, we gotta. If you're not gonna work with me, we gotta do something. Cause no,
absolutely.
If I'm the primary, and this is what's happening when they come back home, we're not doing that. Cause y'all, it's too much dysfunction over there. And no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Or they talking about like, well, let's just get into this part of it. I'm gonna say this, and then we'll get into this part of it. So according to, and that statistic was from the Utah divorce.biz, as the first one was. Moving along, 25% of households are single parent. 80% are women. This is according to wealthy, I can't even read there we go. wealthysinglemommy.com, which that could be a
little biased.
Yeah, a little biased, but who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe it's just the name. I mean, maybe a dude created. Who knows? But I mean, it's probably not too off. You know what I mean? 25% of households are single parent households.
I mean, it makes sense.
80% of them are women. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes with it. And that's the tough thing as far as trying to defend men in this aspect, because it's like
the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers. 80% of women are the single parent in the households,
opposed
majority
to the male.
Opposed to a male. It can't be majority of them being bitter baby mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we making this episode to, you know what I'm saying? Throw y'all a bone.
Some light on the other side.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is some of them. It's just hard to put merit to it because it don't happen too often. Ain't too many dads chomping at the bit to come and see their kids once they know that.
And then too, if you like got one foot in and one foot out, no, I'm not gonna let you do that to my child. I'm gonna feel like it's mine because you ain't even there. Like you pop up once every 4 or 5 months. No, because then you just playing with that child's emotions, and then you're not gonna disrupt the child like that. Either you in and you gonna do what you're supposed to do, or you not. Like
absolutely. Moving forward. This comes from divorcewizards.com. 84% of child support providers are men. So what that tells me is majority of men are. It lines up with the statement we just said about the 80% of women being the head of household.
It's more men on child support than it is women.
Exactly. So 84% of people who pay child support are men, which tells me, a lot of men are providing monetary wise. A lot of them probably aren't taking care of their kids, but I feel like there's a handful of them out there who are doing what they're supposed to do. And even smaller handful of them that are doing what they're supposed to do, and they're still getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
And that's something that has to change.
And that too, dads, if you have custody of your kids, no, women can pay child support.
Absolutely.
So don't feel like it's one-sided.
Yeah, don't get prideful either.
Yeah, that either. Like,
they need the money. It's just like when we defending a woman.
Yes.
The kids need the money. Why are you getting mad at them? You can't actually get a kid the money and tell them do something with it, make something happen. They gonna go to the store and buy candy. Like,
if you are caring for that child, you need help with clothes, you need help with bills, you need help with groceries. If you have custody of your children and you are their father, you can put that woman on child support and she will have to pay it.
And guess what, too? For the men and women who pay child support, nobody promised you that when you pay that child support, you're going to get your receipts as to what's happening with it. Once the money is gone, it's out of your control.
It ain't none of your business. You ain't in the house.
Exactly. You got to stay free. I done seen folks go to jail. I done seen a few of them. I done seen some people I know. I ain't going to say their name. But I done seen folks be on America's Most Wanted for child support. I'm sure y'all know some yourself.
They will withhold your tax return.
Yeah, garnish your wages.
To where they didn't start. You can't register your vehicle if your tags is out.
Oh man, hey, stay free. That's first and foremost. Stay free. That's why you paying child support, especially if you ain't taking care of your kid anyway. You got to stay free. You know what I'm talking about?
Some of them don't
stay
even
free,
care.
My brother. You know what I'm saying?
Folks getting paid under the table to avoid child support.
Absolutely, stay free, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Working up at that club with diamonds and trick, getting all that money up under the table. I see you. Got grandma watching them cheering.
That's not even where I was going with that, but okay.
That's where I'm going. Oh, look, we can't defend.
Yeah, nope.
It ain't women out there doing it.
That didn't cross my mind, but yeah. He gets on my nerves.
But yeah. That all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you got to stay free.
Women have rights.
Oh yeah, you got
now,
to stay free.
of course, I know stuff is different depending on where you live, but hey, the law is the law. If you got your kids, the other one ain't doing what they supposed to do, put them on child support. Bam.
That law.
Bam.
This is the last thing that I want to end this with. This may take a little bit too, but I wanted to get in some of the reasons as to why a woman might be bitter towards men when it comes to their children and keeping them away. So I got this off of a website. It's called Quora. I believe it's Quora.com. And obviously this was probably a man that wrote this, but we just gonna go with it. And then we wrote some of our reasons as to why, in a, I guess you could say, positive way for the child, that a woman may be quote unquote bitter or just keeping the kids away from the dad. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna start with what they said first. Hold on.
Did you mix it up?
No, you know what? I wanted to do something. You got your phone on you, babe?
I don't.
Grab my phone, please. I wanted to tell y'all about this new term that I was just introduced to when I was doing this research. So it's called malicious mother syndrome. You ever heard of that?
I have not.
Malicious mother syndrome. I never heard of that in my life.
I mean, it sounds.
Yeah.
I can hear, going based off the title, I can see that being a thing. Because look, what did they say? A woman scorned is, I don't know the phrase, but that's, a hurt woman.
A mad woman, period, is well, you better run for cover.
I don't know why men haven't realized that. Don't get us there. Mm-hmm. Don't do it. Because it's not gonna end well. It's not.
Never does.
Especially if it's behind some children. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Y'all ain't never seen a thin line between love and hate? That's
sound
real.
Like a malicious.
Look, it's in there.
Malicious parent syndrome right now.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. It's in there. It ain't never have to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't doubt one bit that it's in there.
So, this is what it says. In cases of malicious parent syndrome, a divorced or divorcing parent seeks to punish the other parent. Sometimes offending parent will go so far as to harm or deprive their children in order to make the other parent look bad.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's something that I didn't think existed, or a definition I say didn't think existed, but I mean, we knew it was prevalent, but yeah. Man, it's real out there.
I mean, some women are just straight up crazy. They don't care.
Straight up.
They don't care.
Straight up. But anyway, I wanted to get in some of these reasons that Quora.com had. So first was fear kids will pick father. Second was fear the kid will hate the mother. It says hate her, but obviously hate the mother. 3, fear of being exposed. And 4, jealousy. Now, we made 3 reasons as to why a woman may do it, and it's really to benefit the child. And one was father's lifestyle, which can cover a multitude of things. Drugs, women.
Just not unstable.
Yeah, unstable, all kind of stuff. Number 2 was negligent. You know, they're just not, you know, you drop the kid off at the dad's house and, you know, the kid tell the mom when she pick him up. Yeah, I just sat at the house. Dad was out running around the whole time. I didn't really see him.
Didn't have no decent meal.
Yeah.
Didn't take no bath.
Just fend for himself the whole time.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the third one that we came with that I feel like is really prevalent in our area is distance. You know, a lot of my friends, their kid just doesn't stay close to them. So obviously, you know, you just not going to see them in general, period. So
yeah,
I want to know your thoughts about some of the negative ones and some of the positive ones.
Let me see the negative ones again, because I had, first of all, jealousy should be number one.
Fear of
jealousy should be number one. I think when it comes to like the negative side of it, that's the first thing. Like, I don't like, it goes back to the, especially if they have another spouse already. But ladies, if you have a good relationship with your children, you don't have to worry about what this chick relationship is with your children. Because first of all, can't nobody take your place. If you are a good mother and you know you a good mother, that floozy over there can't take your kids away from you, or they're not gonna love you any less because he's with somebody else. I shouldn't say floozy because it might be a good person, but you know what I'm saying.
And you like mama.
You're their mom. Like, nobody can break that bond. If you are their mom and you are being a mom, nobody can come in and mess that up.
Most of these women, they gotta be on fentanyl, crack, meth, all at the same time in order for a dude to maybe have a chance in hell to get their kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
you
it's
literally
hard.
gotta be bottom of the barrel, so you gonna get them back regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's nothing that's going for him to be able to keep you from, unless you know you doing something like I said you ain't got no business doing.
Yeah.
But see, this is how I know that it was probably a man that wrote that, because what is it? Fear that the woman will pick, or the kid will pick the father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is it? Jealousy.
The
fear that the
kid will hate her.
The kid will hate her. That's all tied into what you just said.
Yeah.
Jealousy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I'm saying? That and it happens every day. It happens. You know what I'm saying? We're not in denial at all. And we feel for the men out there who go through these things, because for all of the deadbeats out there, man, I'd say if I had to give it a number 1 to 10, I'd say 2 out of 10 men actually are trying to do right by their custody, by their kid and all that kind of stuff. The other 8, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's too many of us that make excuses, that come when we want to come. You know what I'm saying? And you still doing your thing, don't get me wrong. Like, if you just there, you there, because we just spoke about this in last episode. My dad came and saw me once. Your dad came and seen you a few times.
Yeah.
If you seeing your kid 10 times a year, you killing our dads by a long shot. And them just facts.
Far.
You know what I'm saying? Them is just facts, whether you seeing us when you supposed to or not. Like, you seeing us, but...
And that too, like, if you and the mom have a good relationship, that child support, those papers mean nothing. Like, she gonna let you come see your child when you ready to come see your child. If you are doing what you're supposed to do, and vice versa. Like, that's just a blueprint. But if it's Wednesday and you want to come pick your kids up to take them to the movies or whatever, come get them.
Absolutely.
As long as it's not gonna interfere with what you ain't trying to take them at midnight when they got school in the morning, come get them. Like, I don't see anybody fighting that. But to a lot of these bitter women, they are broken already. Y'all knocked up a broken woman. So she was broke. You didn't know her like that. You got her pregnant, and you thought, oh, it's gonna be copacetic. No, because she already had problems that she didn't deal with before you got her pregnant. Now you done put this on top of it. You another person that's done left her or hurt her or whatever. So she not finna make life easy for you. Yeah. Like, you hear people tell women all the time, be careful who you have children with. Men, same. Be careful who you have children with. Absolutely. Like, it goes both ways. Just like you got people warning women, don't let him get you pregnant because he ain't no good. It's some no good women out there that don't need to be getting knocked up. And you just then went and it's too late. You done went and did it.
And to some of y'all men out there, don't be crying about the baby mama that you had when you already had word around town that she was the neighborhood thought she already got 2-3 baby mama. I don't want to hear all that about how she's so bad of a, you know what I'm saying? Because you knew that. You knew what you was doing.
She got 3 kids already and ain't got custody of none of them.
So, hey, y'all, our battery died. Sorry about that. But we back for just a little short amount of time. We just going to wrap it up. It's been literally over an hour just now. Yeah. Yeah.
But what I was saying when it cut off, mean this woman then had 3 or 4 kids that she no longer has custody of, or they just all spread out, family members raising her, and then you going to go and have another baby with her. Yeah. Why does that sound like a good idea?
No. Not a good idea.
Why?
And we don't want to hear you complaining either.
No.
Once it happens.
No. Well, now she don't take care of my kid. Well, she didn't take care of the other 3 or 4 that she had before yours.
And those women be more prone to let you actually see your kids because they no,
they want
out.
You to have them.
Yeah.
Because they don't want them.
Exactly.
But don't, like, just watch what you're doing. Just be careful. Just be a little picky. It's fine. It's fine to be picky, especially if you ain't gonna protect yourself to make sure you ain't just impregnating everybody. But yeah,
I'm glad we done started this podcast because now she can be a little more long-winded than me. It's usually me, but now it's her now, and that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. You need to talk more. Show on the back. Show them how long you done got. Show on the back of your head.
Tell me why at work I had the kids. All right, inches. I'm like, don't get used to it because I didn't got my silk press. Thank you, mother in love, Miss Lisa.
That's what they usually call me is inches or feet. 1 or 2.
I'm not even gonna.
Hey, we gonna wrap it up on that.
Yeah,
note.
Thank you.
But yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Fullest Corner Podcast. I am Kendrick.
And I am Kia.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Notifications.
Share.
You know what I'm saying? Share. All that there. Like the shorts. All that. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the love. We got merch coming soon. Got everything coming soon. Everything on the way. You know what I'm saying? Bye. New money, new whips, new cars, new all that on the way. Oh yeah, and by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Happy holidays, be safe.
Yeah, we gonna see y'all before then. I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Christmas is
will.
Monday, so we'll record again.
Yeah.
But man, hey,
we got
Merry
the
Christmas.
weekend.
Merry Christmas to y'all. Konnichiwa. All that there. You know what I'm talking
Bye. 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 Goodness.